Hey, what's going on, Pat Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Cans Pat Star Pitches podcast, man. I hope you guys are doing great out of the day. It is Thursday, it's a Friday evening. First, I've had you guys doing, and I hope you guys are doing great out there, man. Appreciate you joining. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you guys are sharing the content. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the Cans Pat Star Pitches podcast. And also make sure you have those post notifications on for when we do go live, man. Now, once again, I hope you guys are doing great out there today. Before we get started, we do have a special guest today. I'm going to get into that shortly. But before we get started, let me give me 1 second. Get this up. Hey, we are having, like I mentioned the other day, we are having a Drake May jersey sale. I am Drake May jersey raffle. I'm giving away a Drake May jersey. So you got to enter the Drake May raffle prize. You got a cash up $10. The Cash App is money sign Kendall Whitley. The raffle will be drawn. We do a live raffle, a live drawn out raffle on Monday, July 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Cans Pats Talk, man. We already got a few people already entered the raffle. So if you already have a Drake May jersey, I will get you another jersey. But to get a jersey, you must enter the raffle. It's gonna be $10 to my Cash App. If you haven't already, go ahead and get it, man. I want to get some spots filled up. I already got a couple guys want to get a handful more so we can do this raffle in a couple of weeks, July the 6th, man. I want a lot of guys in Discord. Make sure you're doing it. Even if you're not in Discord, get your butt over there and join the Discord. But if you're not in Discord, hey, right there, you want to enter the Drake May raffle or a Patriot jersey raffle. If you already got a Drake May jersey, I will get you another player jersey of your choosing. So, hey, if you want to enter, make sure you join Discord. And then, like I said, if you're not joining Discord, send it right there, $10 to the Cash App, and you will get a Drake May jersey. I really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. Make sure you enter the raffle, man. I got a special guest tonight. It is the offseason. So, it's not a lot going on. Slow season, so we got to kind of make some content. We got a lot of content coming over the next couple of weeks, even though it is slow. Hey, it's always something to talk about. It's really, in reality, it's real slow. Ain't nothing going on. You got soccer going on, NBA Finals. They've been over with about 2 weeks now, but it's always something to talk about in football, man, always. So, without further ado, special guest tonight, my guy Jake Panther Plug. He covers the Panthers. He does Panthers content. Y'all, he came on my show a couple of times. He is back, man. What's going on with you, bro?
Nothing much. To your point, it's super, super slow right now. It's hard.
Nothing going on, man.
It's hard to figure out what to make content on right now. Just kind of breaking down, I guess, the team a little bit more. But yeah, am I in on that raffle too? By the way, that Drake May raffle.
You can be. You can be.
Hey,
you can be. Yeah, Cash Out. Money sign, okay. And I get you. Hey, if you want a Panther jersey, I get you. I can send you that. I mean, if you win,
I got you. Okay. I might.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we already got a couple guys. I want to get a good number so I can actually, so it's worth doing a raffle, whatnot. Yeah, so I already got a few guys already sent me some money. We're doing that 2 weeks from now. So if you want to enter, if you want a Drake May jersey, I know you from Texas, right?
I'm from Charlotte, but I live in Texas.
Okay, that's right. You're from Charlotte, you live in Texas. Yeah, if you want a Panther, Bryce Young, or whatever, I can do that as well. So yeah, we can do that. It don't matter, bro. I appreciate all the support, man. But speaking of these Panthers, man, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Y'all had a pretty interesting offseason. Got rid of some guys, added some guys. I actually like what y'all did in the draft. I like what y'all did in free agency. Y'all addressed pass rush, addressed linebacker. I love the Devin Lloyd signing that came. I didn't think y'all be able to get him, but that was a good one. I like y'all got Jalen Phillips from the Dolphins, and for me the Eagles gave him a big contract to really improve that pass rush, improve the secondary via the draft. I like Weekly. I like him. You got your wide receiver that you got from Tennessee. Braswell. Got Braswell. You got Jimmy Horn coming back. Xavier Leggett's still there. Y'all just signed Jalen Coker a couple weeks ago. And yes, oh my God, Tedman Miller. You was on show. I wanted Ted last year. So y'all got a good core there. Address the offensive line from the guy from Georgia. Bryce Young, he was ranked number 98, so a top 100 player. I seen that. How excited? Because I think and then y'all just won the division. So how excited are you for the 2026 season for your Carolina Panthers?
Man, I'm super excited. This is probably I say this every offseason, so I don't want to say this is the most excited I am, but the talent's there. The talent's there. Obviously, getting arguably the best linebacker in coverage last year with Devin Lloyd in free agency. That was one of the best signings, like signing him for just $15 million per season. Obviously, the linebacker position is not as valuable as it was, in the past. So getting him for that $15 million is probably roughly where he was going to go anyway. but getting one of the best linebackers in football in free agency and getting one of the based off coverage, one of the best edge rushers in football as well. I think he was ranked number 7 last year in not coverage, 7th in pressures. Sorry, last season on the edge with Jalen Phillips. I'm excited. I'm excited. Obviously, we did pretty well in the draft as well. As you mentioned, getting Monroe Freeling, arguably our future at left tackle there. We already have a solid line with Damian Lewis and Robert Hunt as well, with Taylor Moen at right tackle. So I'm excited. I think we have the team to really win the division again this year. I think it's between us and the Falcons, to be honest, in the division, because you're banking on top.
Tampa Bay?
No, Tampa Bay is last for me, in my opinion. I really don't like Tampa Bay. I really don't. I think the Saints, they're overrated because Tyler Shuck had a good 7-8 game stretch.
I like what they did in the draft.
Yeah, same here. Getting Jordan Tyson, if he stays healthy, he's going to be the best wide receiver in this class, in my opinion.
About drafts with him to the Panthers.
Yeah, I wanted Jordan Tyson personally, but I like the way we thought going Monroe Freeland, obviously, and obviously we wouldn't be able to get him anyway. But I liked what we did there at left tackle with Monroe Freeling, but I think it's between us and the Falcons. Just top end talent. The Falcons have a really good defense, obviously, as they always do. They have one of the best pass rushes in football with James Pierce. Jalen Walker is going to be good as well in year 2. So I think it's between us and the Falcons, just top end talent. But me personally, I'm excited. To your question, I'm very excited about the season coming up.
You think it's between you and the Falcons, even with the Falcons quarterback issues right now with the injury? You don't know what you can get from Tua. He can't stay healthy. Michael Penix, he's still. I mean, I think he's fully participating. But you think even with I know they just brought back Kyle Pitts. They didn't have a lot of draft. I know they got the kid out of Georgia, the wide receiver in the draft. So you think even with that, even with their quarterback issues, I know Tampa got something going on quarterback with the contract with Baker. I think he's an older quarterback. I kind of like that. I like the way they built around him. So you think even with the quarterback issues in Atlanta, they still between you and Carolina?
It's tricky, man, because this division is always so close. But I love the Falcons defense personally. I hate the Falcons personally as a fan, but just objectively, when just football speaking, their defense is elite. Like James Pierce, he's going to be one of the best edge rushers in football this year, in my opinion. Just pure pass rush. They have a great secondary. Obviously, we know that. The quarterback, if they had a quarterback, just a good quarterback, they'd be the best team in this division, in my opinion. So to your point, it's going to be based off Tua or Michael Penix. I don't like either of them personally. So yes, I think if it's not the Falcons, the Saints are going to be there too. I just don't. The Buccaneers are just very mediocre to me this year, in my opinion. Just very mediocre. I think their floor is super low, but their floor is high, but their ceiling is super low. Like their floor is 6-7 wins, but their ceiling is 8 wins. So it's not too much of a gap, in my opinion, from their floor and ceiling. The Panthers and Falcons, though, the Falcons get a good Tua this season. We're both going to be 10, 11 wins for a ceiling. And obviously the Saints, I think the Saints have the highest ceiling just because of Tyler Shuck, but it's just, I don't know how much I truly trust him at quarterback. Just the hype is too much right now for me, in my opinion. But yes, I do agree. The Falcons get a good season from Tua or Michael Penix. I think they're the best team in this division, personally.
I agree with what you said there about Tua and Penix. And then, listen, most importantly, we ain't mentioned this. They playing 8 games in a dome. So Tua in Miami, he was good really at home and in good way, but then he played in the cold, he was bad. So he got better weapons. He's going to have a lot of weapons. Better offensive line, a lot of good weapons, good coach. So I like the coach they got from the Browns and whatnot. So I like what you said about it. I just don't know what I'm gonna get from quarterback. Are they gonna be healthy? You never know. Yeah. Tampa Bay, they had a solid draft, getting Ruben Baines. Surprised he fell there. They got my guy Ted Hurst. They got him. I think that's and they've always been a good drafting team and developing team. So I'm not about nothing they did there in the draft. The Saints, they're trying to build around Shud. They got Olave. They got what's the wide receiver they got out of they got Lance. They got Lance out of North Dakota State. They got
Bryce Lance.
Yeah, they got Bryce Lance. So I mean, they got some guys. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens there. It's gonna be very interesting. You mentioned the wide receiver out of Arizona. So it's gonna be interesting. We'll see what happens there. I think it's an interesting division. It's one of the most interesting divisions in the NFC.
I agree.
So, that's gonna be a division that's very interesting to see what happens. In terms of the Panthers, bring it back to the draft. what grade would you give that draft class? And
Man,
what are the early reviews so far on the draft class?
man. If I'm being honest, like bias aside, what I really believe for the draft, man, Dan Morgan, this was his best draft class. Like you could say last year, I feel like obviously getting Nick Scoren and Princely in round 2 and 3, and obviously T-Mac as well. Like that, those first 3 rounds, perfect. Because you're going to get a lot of good snaps from Princely and obviously Nick this upcoming season off the edge with Jalen Phillips there. But this draft class, you got a mixture of everything. You got somebody like Myron Freeling who can come in right away. He was my number 1 graded left tackle in this draft class, and you got him at 19. And he has the highest ceiling, in my opinion, too. He comes in here, great pass block ability, everything there. Decent run blocker. He still has maybe a little bit of work to do there as a run blocker, but the ceiling's there for Monroe Freeling. And then obviously you mentioned Will Lee later in the draft. You got a lot of good guys in the late, like Chris Brazzell. Chris Brazzell was projected a maybe late first, early second round pick. You got him in the 3rd round. I wasn't too high on him in terms of a receiver like that early, but you got him in the 3rd round, and he's clearly a very good receiver who I think is going to make an impact this year in some way. Is he going to get a lot of snaps? I don't know. He's going to be the 4th guy, starting the season, obviously with XO being number 3. But we got a lot of good guys in the back end who I think have high ability. Like last year, you got Jimmy Horn, kind of where you got Will Lee at. And Will Lee has a very high ceiling. Like if you watch his tape 2 years ago before he got injured at A&M, he was considered one of the best corners in college football. And you got him in the 4th round. And Chris Brazzell was great receiver at Tennessee, obviously. I think there's still work to do in route running, stuff like that with Chris Brazzell. But it was just a very good class from Dan Morgan. I can't remember who he drafted 2nd round. If you can kind of help me out.
I know you got Freeland was in the 1st round.
Yeah, Myron Freeling.
2nd round, who did you guys?
Oh, we got Lee Hunter. Okay, yeah. That was my favorite pick, by the way.
The defensive tackle, right?
Yeah, that was my favorite pick. He's going to probably, I think, have the best rookie season. I don't know why I couldn't think of him, but if you watch his tape, him and Derek Brown next to each other, going to be insane. Like, I think even year 1 is going to be pretty crazy. Just the film proved it as well. Great pass rush ability. That's kind of what he brings already with his size even. But just great value with every pick. Like, I think every guy you drafted should have went higher than where you got him. Like Myron Freeling, top 10 pick talent-wise. Will Lee, he's a late 1st round, early 2nd round pick for me. Chris Brazzell, definitely not a 3rd round pick. He's probably in the late 2nd round. You got him in the mid-3rd. Will Lee's a talent-wise, Will Lee's a 2nd, 3rd round pick. You got him in the 4th. So I love the draft. I don't know about you, but I loved our draft. Super high-value picks everywhere from 1st all the way to 7th round. So, yeah, for my grade on it, I'll probably give it like an A minus. I don't want to say A plus because I don't want to do that, but just overall speaking, A minus for me.
Do you feel this is a make or break year? How you think your wide receiver depth chart will shape? You think this is a make or break year for Xavier Legette?
Absolutely. This is going to be his last chance because Jalen Coker and T-Mac are going to be the 1-2. That's given. Jalen Coker just got extended.
Coker probably be a slot or he's going to be outside.
He can do both. I think he's gonna be a primary slot guy. But he on film he played both. So I think he's gonna be a primary slot guy, and XL is gonna be more the speed guy on the outside. Even if you have Chris Brazzell playing a little bit more snaps than XL this year, if it turns out that way, Chris Brazzell's a natural outside receiver. So he
brings another dimension to your offense because you didn't have that burner. Ted is a good route runner. He can get open and whatnot. He's your big X receiver, but he's not really a burner. He can get deep. He's more of a long strider. Chris Brazzell is a straight up burner. Exactly. And he's not that bad at running. He can use some work, but he can run some crisp routes too. What about Jimmy Horn too? I mean, he's your pure burner. I know I say y'all don't have, but he's your probably most explosive wide receiver between him and Brazzell. Where do you see him at?
So this is going to be my opinion, the most watched part of training camp for me is the receivers because you have so many guys. Like you even go down to David Moore, guys that have the relationship with Dave Canales.
I forgot about Moore. Yeah.
Like I don't know who's going to make the team. Like the roster, you have a lot of young guys there with Jimmy Horn. Obviously, he might not make the team. He didn't play that much last year. I think he will make the team because he's a young guy. But if you already have a guy like Chris Brazzell and you didn't really run Jimmy Horn that much last year as a rookie, I don't know if the staff is really going to use him too much next season. I think David Moore probably be a little bit more value just because of the veteran presence. David Moore is a good receiver, so I think Dave Canales will value that a little bit more if it came down to those two. And then obviously we got guys like Bryson Tremaine, who played a little bit last year as well, who's a special teams guy as well. So it's going to be interesting. We have like 7-8 guys that are going to be fighting for the spot in training camp, but I think it'll be T-Mac, Jalen Coker, XL, Chris Brazzell. And then from there, it could be anything. It could be David Moore at 5. I see Bryson Tremaine could even be the 5th guy, unless I'm missing somebody on top of my head at receiver. Jimmy Horn obviously is going to be that burner, as you mentioned. I think he had like 100 yards last year, and he was a big factor in terms of like just the run game. Like we used him a lot in like jet sweep action. He didn't really do too much when we ran him in that, but he brings a different element to your point. So I think it's going to be interesting. The receiver position is going to be the biggest watch for me in training camp because you have a guy that someone's going to get cut, obviously. Someone in there is going to get cut.
Good player will get cut.
Exactly. Like Bryson Tremaine is somebody who played a lot of special team snaps last year, and he also played receiver too last year a little bit. So I don't know if it's going to be him, David Moore, Jimmy Horn, who gets cut in training camp. It's going to be interesting.
How you feel about your running back depth chart? You guys lost Rico down to the Steelers. He was magnificent for y'all last year. Is Jonathan Brooks finally healthy? He's been dealing with something the first couple of years. Always something going on with him now. Edges do prop up. You still got Chuba Hubbard. I like him. How you feel about that running back depth chart? Who's probably going to be a starter? Probably Chuba?
So to start the season, I think Chuba will probably start. But Jonathan Brooks is the most talented back on our team for sure. Yeah, definitely. Even when Rico was on the team, Jonathan Brooks just hasn't been able to stay healthy. I think as the season progresses, you're going to see a split back. Jonathan Brooks brings a receiving element to the game that Chuba doesn't bring. So he's always going to be there as a receiving back. We might even run 2-back sets sometimes just to have Jonathan Brooks there as a receiver a little bit more. But I think Jonathan Brooks is the best running back in that room for sure. But I think Chuba will start as the running back one to start the season.
Bryce Young, we just talked about it before we actually got started. We're good. He's a top 100 player. I think he's number 97, 98 or whatnot. 98. Where are you at right now with Bryce? I mean, he started the season kind of, you don't know what to expect, but he started heating up, had some good comeback wins last year, won the division for the first time. His stats look real good. Was he a Pro Bowler?
He was not.
He was not. Okay, he wasn't a Pro Bowler, but he was really good season last year. Are y'all going to offer him a contract? One, could you see y'all doing that? Because y'all didn't pick up the 5th-year option, right?
We did.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Y'all did. So y'all like basically you're saying by picking up the 5th-year option, you like what you've seen. You do want to see more though. So can you see him?
Yeah, we're hesitant to give him the big money right now. It's kind of what that was.
Can you see him, and do you feel he's your long-term answer there at quarterback? Because I like Bryce. Yeah, I would love to see him be a little more consistent, but I like him when he's on. I think it was the Seattle game last year. I seen y'all lost that game, but I felt it was some crazy stuff that happened in that game, and then Seattle beat y'all and whatnot. Like I feel like it's sometimes you have a game where you're like, wow, what was Bryce Young doing this game? You know what I mean? He just wasn't all in. And then sometimes he plays good against the Falcons. He plays pretty decent in the division for the most part. I like that he had a good game against the Cowboys last year, a good game against I know on Monday Night Football he kind of struggled against the Niners because they have really good stuff going. He had a lot of comeback wins last year, especially that first win against the Rams. He really could have did the second time against the Rams too, because that game they could have beat them again. So where are you at right now with Bryce, man?
As you pointed out, it's just inconsistency. Bryce Young has all the talent and tools to be one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. Like I'm not trying to be biased or nothing like that, but we drafted him number 1 overall in 2023 for a reason, because he obviously has the tools, has the traits, he has it all to be a great quarterback. It's just the inconsistency. It seems like he starts off slow every year, and then obviously he starts to ramp up a little bit when it's kind of like done, and then we're like not that good. Well, last season we were very mid. It was like 4-4, 5-5, 6-6. We were never kind of get over there, but it seems like he always starts the season slow and then kind of picks it back up. Yeah. If he can start the season strong, we have a pretty good start to the season, I'm pretty sure, and then it ramps up because we have a pretty tough schedule. But I don't know. I think week 2 is the Falcons. Week 1, top of my head, I cannot remember who week 1 is. How bad? But I'm excited about Bryce. This is a big year for him as well because we picked up that 5th-year option, basically saying this is your season to prove it. And I think he can be the franchise quarterback, but he has to prove it this year, in my opinion. And that's why we picked up the 5th-year option, because this is the year that we either give him big money, or honestly, I could see us, if we are mediocre again, 7-8 wins, I could see him being shipped, to be honest with you, just because he's in his 4th year. This is a great team he has around him, a great defense. This is going to be one of the better defenses in the NFL next season that he has. So it's his time to just be consistent from week 1 to week 18, and I think we'll be okay. He'll be okay.
You open up at home against the Bears.
Okay, yeah, the Bears. I don't know why I can't think right now. My bad.
You good. And then you're right. You got the Falcons and then the Browns. Yeah. I don't think your first part of the schedule, it really ain't too bad.
But it's not. And then Lions, I think.
Lions, and the Eagles, Tampa. So, yeah, these
guys to ramp up.
Yep. Yeah. So, and y'all go to camp in a few weeks because y'all playing the Hall of Fame game, right? Panthers.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so y'all, and I'm looking right now. That game is August the 6th.
Okay.
So about a little over a month. Yeah, because y'all go to camp, I think it's the 21st. So you got y'all got a few weeks for y'all go to camp, man. Football's right around the corner. Man.
Thank God.
Yeah, bro, ain't nothing. I can't watch soccer. I'm sorry. I watch the NBA Finals. I'm a Spurs fan. Oh my God, yeah, I know we lost, but
you're a Spurs fan.
Yeah, I'm a Spurs fan. Yeah, I can't watch soccer, bro. This is USA mess. I can't watch it. Can't get it. I watch hockey or golf before I watch that. And can't get into baseball either. So this is killing me, man.
Yeah, the World Cup is the only soccer I'll watch because it's like college a little bit. You have your team, you have your country. You're just repping them. Even if you're trash, you're repping them. It's just the vibes. But soccer in general, like, I can't get into it. But the World Cup, I've been locked in.
Yeah, guys, appreciate you guys joining me. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are sharing the content. Make sure you guys also subscribe to the Kansas Pats Talk Pitchers podcast. Also, make sure you have them post notifications on. This show is also sponsored and powered by the Sportsline Media, man. Please go to www.sportslinemedia.com and check out the website. I got some good work there on the website. Got some articles up. Make sure you go check that out, guys. Once again, that's www.sportslinemedia.com. Also, join the Discord, man. Are you on Discord, bro?
Me? No, I'm not.
Okay, well, hey, but I'm gonna say join my Discord, man. Some Patriots fans, got some Eagles fans in there, Patriots fans in there.
Okay.
A lot of people in there. If you decide to download a Discord, whatnot, guys, if you're on Discord, please join my Discord link, man. It's in my YouTube description. Join the Discord, man. I really appreciate it. Once again, I'm joined by Panther Plug. Dave Canellis, I like him. Actually, funny story. When I met Drake May a couple years ago at the Combine. I saw all the coaches go to the Combine. I think I told you I caught the flight back with your head coach, David Canales. He sat really? A couple seats in front of me. We all was going back to Charlotte. Drake May was on this side. Canales on this side. Xavier Legette was on that flight as well. They went back to Charlotte and whatnot. So real cool guy, man. So I actually like him as a coach. This is 3rd year?
Yes.
So first what was y'all record the first year, 2024?
I think it was five. Yeah, no, it was 5-6 wins. That was the year that Bryce was benched.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 2025, y'all made the playoffs, won the division with and now 2026. This is 3rd year for David Canellis. Where are you at with David Canellis, man? You've seen the low, you've seen the highs. What are you expecting now?
I expect a lot, honestly, from my head coach. First of all, he gave up play calling duties, so that's big in my opinion. He can do it. Obviously, he called plays decent last year, but obviously just being able to lead that locker room without having to call plays, I think he's going to actually do pretty well for this offense a little bit. And yeah, not too much really to say. Just I like him as a person. Like, to your point, I never met him in person, obviously, but just the way he can get the locker room to kind of, what's the right way to say it?
Buy in.
Yeah. Buy into what he obviously wants as a head coach. And now that he gave up play calling duties, I feel like he can really just focus on that instead of just
the whole team, not just the offense.
Exactly. So as a head coach, man, I'm super excited for Dave Canales. I think we're going to have a big season because now obviously he's just the head coach now. So, and not calling plays, it's just going to be him leading the entire team. I think we're going to have a big season.
A breakout play on offense and a breakout play on defense. That we all should be keeping an eye on. Because I watch Panthers games every Sunday. I'm in North Carolina, so I get them right here on Fox.
Really? You live in North Carolina?
Yeah, I'm in Wilson, North Carolina. I'm in Wilson.
Okay. Okay.
Not too far from, about a couple hours from Charlotte.
Okay. I would say on offense, breakout player. That's good. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to say Jonathan Brooks. That's the only person I can really think of on top of my head, unless I'm missing somebody. Yeah, for a breakout, Xavier Legette, I don't believe he's gonna break out at all.
Yeah.
Jalen Coker, he had a good season.
And Legette is frustrating because he has the talent.
Yeah,
like, he has the talent, bro. He just got to put it together, and I think he's more mental than physical with him.
I agree.
That's what I
agree. I agree. But yeah, Jonathan Brooks, as I mentioned, he's one of the more talented players on this offense, in my opinion. That's why we got him in the second round 2 seasons ago, because Texas receiving back, great running back, very elusive, very, very quick. And even in the limited snaps that he has so far, he put on a lot of good tape. Even like the 8 snaps he had total with us so far in the first 2 years, he's definitely put on a show. Receiving was a lot of part of that as well. But Jonathan Brooks is definitely the player I think is going to break out on offense for us, just because of the talent he has, and he's just been injured, so he hasn't been able to really show it that much. But defensively, I think it's going to be Princely Umar-Mielen, personally, for me, just because when we drafted him last year, he was in my last season. I don't know if I told you this, but he was personally a top 5 edge rusher for me in last year's class, and we got him in the 3rd round. So I've always been high on Prince. He didn't get that much snaps last year. Nick Scoren got more of the snaps. I totally understand. Nick Scoren was great last year. He had I think 5 sacks last year as a rookie. Next to DJ Wanham. So now that Jalen Phillips is there, you're going to see more pressure from Nick Scoren and Princely. Yep. Now it's going to be a lot of good rotations. I think
a lot of attention going to be going to Jalen.
Exactly. So now you're going to be able to see the young talent with Nick and Princely really start to show. Yep. And I think our edge room is really good. You even got Pat Jones there, who was really good on the Vikings, was just last year was just a little injured. So he didn't really get that much playing time. I think he played like 4 or 5 games. So this year he's our 4th edge rusher. And he's a solid piece there as well for depth. But Princely, super, super talented in pass rush. His Ole Miss film was elite in terms of just pass rush ability. I think he brings a little bit more upside there than Nick Scoren does. But Nick Scoren showed a lot to me last year. He lowered his weight, played really well last year in the snaps that he had. But Princely's my guy for sure. You could say Trevin Wallace. He hasn't shown me enough at linebacker yet for me to say Trevin Wallace. Yeah, I think Princely's definitely my breakout player. I think he's going to get 7-8 sacks this year, to be honest. He had 1 sack last year. I think he's going to get 7-8 sacks this year for sure.
How big of an impact you think that Devin Lloyd is going to have?
Oh, man. I think he's because our linebacker position last year was so bad in coverage, like Christian Roseman and Trevin Wallace just did not play well in coverage at all. Devin Lloyd, I think, had – I don't know what the number was for interceptions, but he led the league at linebacker with picks last year, if I'm not mistaken on that. He was one of the best, if not the best, coverage linebacker last year. And we play heavy zone. Our scheme with Jared Vera, we played the most zone coverage last year in the league. So knowing that we also added the best coverage linebacker in the NFL, it's going to do wonders. Like, yes, is the linebacker position probably the least valuable on defense right now? Probably because, you're not on the edge or you're not playing one-on-one with corners, right? You're just playing the middle of the field. But in terms of what we needed a guy like Devin Lloyd to really cover the middle of the field because we gave up a lot the last 2-3 years not having Shaq Thompson on the team. The last 2 seasons, it really kind of didn't help our defense. So open up a lot of stuff for offenses in the middle of the field. So Devin Lloyd, I think he's going to have a big impact.
Couple comments. Ron Winorski, 2915, bear down. Great show. Keep it up. Weapon X 5166. And Ron, I have a Drake May rookie jersey card. I hope he does good. Hey, Ron, I am doing a Drake May raffle giveaway. So let me put this up again. And just for the new people that just joined, I'm doing a jersey giveaway, a raffle. I'm gonna be doing it live on my Kansas Packs Talk channel and July 6th. Here are the details right here. If you want to enter that, because I'm a Patriots fan, if you want to enter, $10 to the cash out. The raffle will be Monday, July 6th, right here live on the Kansas Patriots podcast. I already got a lot of people that's in right now. We need a few more to join so we can do the raffle. So if you want a Drake May jersey or another player jersey from your team, join the raffle. Just $10 to my cash out to enter right there, man. Well, my cash up is in my YouTube bio and the Discord's there. If you have a Discord, join my Discord. I'm not sure if you're a Patriots fan or a Panther fan, whoever fan you are, you want to join the Discord, man. I really appreciate all that's in my YouTube bio. And once again, the Drake May jersey or a player of your team, if you cash out, if you already have a Drake May jersey, I could do a player of your choice. I will get you a jersey. All you do is cash out right there, $10 cash out right there to enter the raffle. If you win, you have to text me probably your name, your address, and whatnot, and your size, and I will get you a jersey. Really appreciate this. I'm gonna leave it up for another second and whatnot. So you get there. Want more details? Join my Discord. The Discord is in the Kansas Patriots podcast bio. Really appreciate it. Speaking of Drake May, Panther Plug, before we get into it, how did you feel about the Patriots season last year and us end up in the Super Bowl? I know we talked last year. I did not think we'd be there, but I know you're a big Drake May fan though. So how you feel about May, man, and what you saw last year?
I love Drake May, man. I think I mentioned this last year. He's definitely one of the best pocket quarterbacks in the league. One of the better quarterbacks in terms of just pocket presence, being able to throw the ball downfield, everything. I told you, I think the last offseason when I was on, I said, I think the Patriots are going to be really good. I didn't think Super Bowl good, but I said be really, really good next year. Yeah. And just because of Drake May had a big impact in that. I liked your offseasons too, by the way. Yeah. Romeo Doubs was probably one of my favorites.
I love me some Romeo Doubs. And he's kind of gone under the radar because we just signed the big fish of A.J. Brown. But Romeo Doubs, I really think he's going to feast and take advantage of the opportunity that A.J. Brown, that he's going to get with A.J. Brown.
Absolutely. Romeo Doubs is one of my favorite receivers in the league in terms of just like someone that goes under the radar. He was super good on the Packers. Like every time he turned a Packers game on, he's making
that's plays. What I did. Every time I put Packers on, he was making plays.
Exactly. So y'all had another good offseason. I think y'all offense is actually a little bit better than it was last year. You have A.J. Brown. He's obviously better than Stephon Diggs. It's not a debate on that. And then Romeo Doubs, as your number 2. Your receiver core is really good. Yeah. Did y'all add anybody to the O-line?
Yeah, we Elijah Vera-Tucker from the Jets. We said Caleb Longmore out the draft. We drafted Gabe Akers out of Illinois. So I think we got to pay Gonzo. Yeah, we signed Kevin Byard. So man, I think we had a pretty good during our season.
Oh yeah, and I see Hunter Henry still on the team, obviously. Yeah. So y'all's weapons around Drake May, it's super good. Like I like this team a lot. Actually, I think this is gonna be, and obviously Gonzo is one of the better corners in the NFL. Not better than JC, but one of the
better. You gonna stay on that side, but I appreciate. I like JC though. I might even get down to a Panther game this year. Probably on our bye week. I'll probably go down to the Panthers to win.
Okay, when's our bye week at?
Our bye week, we got I think we got an okay bye week.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Because I was thinking of going to like one of the away games because like the Falcons game or the Bucks game. I like going on the road, just because, especially the Falcons, because I don't like the Falcons and we always beat them. So going on the road in their stadium and beating them would be nice.
Y'all don't play the Cowboys this year, do you?
No, unfortunately not.
Yeah.
Because I would like to beat them too, but yeah.
Week 11, we got our bye. Who y'all play week 11?
Let me look. If it's a good team, I was going to go to a game for sure. I just didn't know which one.
Because you had to fly from Texas. You gonna fly by yourself, or with your people?
My brother wanted to go with me, so I'll probably do that.
Okay.
But I'm definitely going. If it's by myself or with somebody.
Yeah, week 11. I think I might go to that Steelers game, our home opener week 2. Still, we got the Steelers.
Okay.
Yeah, week 11, I'll buy.
Well, that's perfect. We play the Buccaneers on the road. That's the game I was actually going to want to go to. It's Sunday night, 7:15.
Week 11?
Yeah, 7:15. It's in Tampa.
I thought y'all be at home. I'm going to have to get to, because we got a lot of 4 o'clock games this year. We got a lot of primetime games this year. We don't have a lot of 1 o'clock.
Yeah, we do as well.
Y'all got a lot of 4 o'clock?
Yeah, we have, I think 2, like the Packers and Bucks are primetime games, and then I think the Lions are primetime too.
Yeah, I might get down to Charlotte this year for a Panther game this year, man. I ain't been last time I been to the Panther game was when y'all played us in 2021, Mac Jones rookie year.
Okay. Yeah.
So got to get back down there definitely for a game, man. So we'll see, man. We got a couple months away. Before we get off, what are your expectations for your Panthers this year? Like, what is the best case and what's the worst case?
Man. Okay. Start with worst case scenario. Win wise, I would say worst case scenario, 6 wins.
Okay.
At the absolute worst case. I just don't see it being any less just because our defense is super, super good.
Mm-hmm.
Having Mike Jackson and JC there, corner, Devin Lloyd, Jalen Phillips.
Mike Jackson, very underrated.
Yeah. This defense is really good. So 6 or 7 wins, I would say, is like the absolute floor of this team. But if Bryce Young slow start again, stuff like that, that could definitely impact. Chuba Hubbard is not back to his normal self as an RB1 as he was 2 years ago. That could impact that. Our receiver room is not as good as I think it's going to be. That could impact that. The offense is really going to be the make or break, in my opinion. The defense is going to be good, but the offense will be the make or break. But if the offense is good and it played as good as it did at the end of last season, I think our ceiling could be divisional game.
Okay.
Not winning the game, but I think we could get there, win the wild card game, and get to the divisional.
NFC tough, right?
Yeah.
Man. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's good now.
Okay. Hey, Panther Plug, man, I appreciate you joining me. Appreciate you joining me, man. Please let everybody know where they can find you at.
You can find me on YouTube, Panther Plug. Same with Twitter as well. Same Twitter line. That's about it right now. I'm hopefully do a couple more stuff, but YouTube and Twitter are my main 2 sources at the moment. You can find me at Panther Plug.
How often you put shows out on YouTube?
I try to post once a week. It's been hard lately because there's just nothing to post, but but I try to post something once a week for sure.
Okay.
Just to get content out.
Yeah, yes, sir, man. You got to do something, man. Sounds good, man, bro. I appreciate you coming on. I have some technical difficulties here. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Good, man.
We definitely got to talk again. We're going to have to get up definitely again, man. Maybe sometime during the season, maybe on the bye week or something like that. We're going to chop it up anytime, man. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you got to share the content. Make sure you got to also subscribe to the Kansas Patriots podcast. Make sure you have them post notifications off when we do go live. Please join my Discord, man. If you want to talk more about Patriots, Panthers, or in just football in general or whatever, join my Discord. The Discord link is in my YouTube bio, man. Check it out. Also, you want to join in and get a Drake-made jersey? It'll be for free, basically. Whatnot. I'm doing it on July 6th. Here are your raffle details right here. $10 is $10 to enter. If you already have a Drake-made jersey, I will get you another jersey, a jersey name, a player jersey, a name of your choice. Whoever your team is or the player that you want, I will get you a jersey ASAP. So to enter the raffle, you win the raffle, you have to if you win the raffle, I draw your name, you text me privately, you give me your name and your address and whatnot. I will ship you a jersey of your choice if you already have a Drake-made jersey. That's gonna be it, man. Panther Plug, you got anything left?
No, sir, man. Appreciate you for having me on. Always, I'll be down to do it again. Whenever you need somebody on your show, man, hit me up, and I'll definitely hop on.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all go support my boy Panther Plug, man. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Go Pats.